California Governor Gavin Newsom and Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass are both facing criticism that they were unprepared for the disaster. William La Jeunesse is in our LA bureau with more on the political fallout. William.
People are angry, and they want answers. And they're saying, what are we paying taxes for? DEI and fighting President Trump or universal legal expenses for illegal immigrants? And this is not about stopping Mother Nature. This is about wanting the people in charge, the governor, lawmakers, and mayors, asking them what did they do or did not do about this situation to mitigate the problem beforehand or respond to it later. So listen to this woman confronting Governor Newsom.
That was my daughter's school, Governor. Please tell me what you're going to do. I'm not going to hurt him, I promise.
I'm literally talking to the president right now to specifically answer the question of what we can do for you and your daughter.
Why was there no water in the hydrants, Governor?
That's all literally.
Is it going to be different next time?
It has to be.
I would fill up the hydrants myself.
I understand.
But would you do that?
I would do whatever I can.
But you're not.
Also taking heat, Mayor Karen Bass, who abandoned the city for Africa 2 days after the National Weather Service forecast record Santa Ana winds.
What explains this lack of preparation and rapid response?
I think the focus of all of us here with one voice is that we have to protect lives, we have to save lives, and we have to save homes. Rest assured that when
did not happen.
But can you address the criticism now over the budget issue and the slashing, $17 million slashing
I think
of the budget?
there were no reductions that were made that would have impacted the situation.
Yeah, well, there's an argument about that. But, finally, some real absurdity. Look here. Twice the county sent out evacuation alerts by mistake to thousands of Angelenos and then apologized by tweet and later by another alert. Point is, people here, you guys, are on pins and needles. They're nervous. When your phone goes off with an alert telling you to leave, it's stressful. Then they tell you, oh, that was a mistake. People are angry. Like I said, it's emblematic of a situation people are kind of waking up to, that this isn't working for them. Back to you.
Yeah, it creates a lot of distrust. William, thank you. Julie, that footage of the reporter, who is also a mother, confronting her governor was really interesting. It's something to see.
That woman has gone viral, and for very good reason, because she is representing thousands of Californians who want to say the exact same thing to their governor. Why are we in this position? Why are we so concerned about housing illegal immigrants and, protecting sanctuary cities and DEI when this city, Los Angeles, and all the surrounding areas have not been prepared properly for this? And I feel so sorry for all the residents, and it's not just the rich. As Jonathan Hunt pointed out earlier, there are the middle class. This is a reality, a wake-up moment for the state of California and certainly for the Democrats that are running that place.
And there seems to be a bit of a shell game going on. I want to play this clip from Governor Gavin Newsom. When asked, he points to local government. Watch this.
What is the situation with the water? Obviously, in the Palisades, it ran out last night in the hydrants. I was talking to the firefighter in this block. They left because there was no water in the hydrant here.
The local folks are trying to figure that out. I mean, those hydrants are typical for 2 or 3 fires, maybe 1 fire. You have something at this scale, but again, that's going to be determined by the local.
Guys, so that was Wednesday. Look, maybe he had just gotten to the scene, but I just can't imagine Governor DeSantis, who has handled hurricanes so brilliantly, saying, oh, go ask the local government.
If you watch that clip, which we just did, as soon as the question is over from Anderson Cooper, the governor of California literally throws his hands up. Not figuratively throwing his hands up at a question. He literally throws his hands up and says, ask the locals. That is going to be a very frustrating answer or non-answer, I think, to a lot of Californians. And then you think about the mayor, who was out of country for so long, then comes back, one mistake after another, the misfire emergency alerts. Yikes.
Yeah, Harris.
Yeah, well, the emergency alert system was what I was talking about moments after our newscast started, and that is that the citizens were being chided at that news conference for not having their notifications on their cell phones. But if the information isn't something that you can trust anymore, that's a frustrating situation for people. So it's, they have Silicon Valley just a few hundred miles north. They should go up there and get somebody to come down and clean up their communications so they can do what they really need to do. And at another time, I'll give you Karen Bass's timeline. It's fascinating.
Emily.
The most prescient point that mother made was what's going to happen next time. because the reality is it's a pattern there in California. More than half of the largest wildfires in state history, of the largest 20, have occurred in the last 5 years. And so for her to go up to Gavin Newsom, who is the governor of the whole state, and Northern California just went through this, as I described, up to 30% of the wildland firefighting force there in the state of California is often the incarcerated. And yet Gavin Newsom chose to reduce that program. So there's been a million decisions along the way by him that have had direct impact, not only on the prevention, on also the collaboration with PG&E, so the regulations and the regulatory structure there, people's insurance, the power outage, the water, the resupply, the firefighters, the wildland resources, and then now how you handle emergency messaging services and then the rebuild. In all of those, in that constellation, in that million-chapter approach and what you have to deal with of firefighting there in the state of California, he fails every single step of the way and then blames it on locals. For someone that has national aspirations, I would think he would want to boost collaboration with others.
Yeah, lots of questions, and let's hope we get some semblance of accountability in the coming days.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.